Meghan Markle cooked a turkey for Thanksgiving and somehow created more global chaos than a royal press office on a Monday morning. I wish I were joking, but the internet treated that turkey like it was a high-profile witness in a courtroom drama. One harmless cooking clip, one cheerful duchess in the kitchen, and suddenly every stranger online became a food safety inspector with the confidence of someone who thinks Gordon Ramsay personally trained them. Grab a cup of tea, because we need to talk about how a bird fresh out of the fridge became international news. So here is what actually happened. Meghan shared a friendly little video of herself prepping a Thanksgiving turkey. Nothing revolutionary, just a very normal holiday moment. She was using her hands, seasoning the bird, minding her business, and wearing her rings while doing it. Completely standard for real people cooking in real kitchens. But according to the online critics, she might as well have performed open-heart surgery on the turkey with a handful of glitter. You would think she cooked it on the palace carpet the way they carried on. The reactions were instant and chaotic. People jumped into comment sections like they had been waiting their whole lives for this opportunity. There were accusations of bad kitchen hygiene, claims that she was clueless, folks insisting that the turkey deserved better. One person typed a paragraph that read like they were writing a report for a United Nations Food Safety Committee. They described Meghan's jewellery touching the turkey as if it were a threat to national security. They talked about hair shedding as if a single strand could summon disaster. They were passionate, I will give them that, but passionate in the way someone gets when they are deeply invested in things that do not actually matter. What caught Meghan off guard is that she genuinely expected people to enjoy the moment. According to sources, she thought it was cute, wholesome and festive. A happy holiday clip. Instead, she woke up to a wave of outrage from strangers who acted like she had broken ancient culinary laws. One reporter even said she was blindsided by how intense the backlash became. And honestly, I get it. Imagine posting a cozy Thanksgiving video and then finding out the internet decided you are a menace to poultry everywhere. Another insider said she felt humiliated by the volume of criticism. These are the same people who would complain no matter what she did. If she wore gloves, they would say she was pretentious. If she took off her rings, they would say she was pretending to be humble. If she hired a professional chef, they would say she was out of touch. Meghan could microwave a burrito, and someone would write a think piece calling it a political message. Let me highlight how dramatic the comments were. One person said they never wear jewellery while applying makeup, so clearly Meghan was living dangerously by wearing hers in the kitchen. Another claimed they had cooked countless turkeys and would never touch a bird the way she did. The energy was very much, I am the chosen turkey whisperer, and I demand respect. Meanwhile, most people cooking at home do exactly what she did. They wear rings, they touch food with their hands, they live normal lives. But when Meghan does it, it becomes a televised scandal without the television. The obsession with policing Meghan's every move has become a predictable pattern. She cannot share a recipe without someone declaring an international incident. She cannot post a video without people analysing it like detectives examining evidence. It is exhausting, and it says far more about the critics than it does about her. The internet has developed this strange habit of turning her into the villain of even the most harmless situations. A turkey should not have to bear this level of drama. It is cooked, not campaigning for office. And truly, the turkey is the real winner here. That bird has enjoyed more headlines than half the royal family this week. Imagine being a regular holiday turkey and suddenly becoming a global celebrity because the Duchess of Sussex touched you on camera. That bird lived a more eventful afterlife than many humans do in their entire timeline. Picture Meghan when she found out. She probably blinked twice, looked at Harry and asked why she was trending. Then someone had to explain that the world was spiraling because she touched a turkey with her rings on. She must have thought she was being pranked. Of all the things she has been dragged for, poultry preparation really should not be on the list. Yet here we are. The funniest part is that this tells us something bigger about how she is treated. The scrutiny is always turned up to maximum volume. Even holiday moments get twisted into reasons to attack her. It would be absurd if it were not so familiar. There is a group of people who simply refuse to let her live her life without inventing a reason to be outraged. But that is where the Sussex Squad comes in. We break down the nonsense, call out the exaggerated narratives, and bring some reality back into the conversation. If we do not push back, their version of events becomes the dominant one, and that is how false stories grow legs. Not on our watch. Now, let's talk about something practical. For anyone who cooks at home, have you ever paused your meal prep to sterilize every inch of your jewelry like you were scrubbing in for surgery? Probably not. Most people keep their rings on. Most people have hair. Most people season food with their hands. That is how humans cook. The idea that Meghan was supposed to present gourmet chef perfection in a casual Thanksgiving clip is unrealistic. And honestly, the people clutching their pearls over her jewelry probably have entire kitchens full of items that are less clean than those rings. Still, the backlash kept rolling, and you could almost hear the critics typing with satisfaction. But if they expected Meghan to crumble, they underestimated her. She has dealt with far worse than turkey-based drama. A few loud commenters are not going to stop her from sharing her life when she wants to. And you know what? I hope this becomes a funny story for her in the future. I can already see her joking about it during an interview. Maybe next year she will post a parody where she cooks a turkey while wearing gloves, goggles, a snorkel, and a cooking thermometer taped to her forehead. Or maybe Harry will make a cameo holding a sign that says, "Relax, it is just a turkey." The internet might actually melt from confusion. But let's keep the focus clear. Meghan is judged for things that other people do every day without a second thought. The double standard is obvious and it is exhausting. Yet through all of it, she keeps showing up as herself. And that is what drives some people wild. They cannot control her, so they try to shame her. But she keeps living her life, jewelry, turkey and all. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Do you cook with rings on? Do your turkeys behave themselves? Has a holiday dish ever caused drama in your household? Share your stories in the comments because I know some of you have tales that will make this turkey situation look calm. And now, squad, it is outro time. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, tap that subscribe button and help our community grow. If you love what I do and want to support the channel, you can send a super thanks or even buy me a coffee. Every bit of support helps keep the Sussex Squad thriving, expanding, and bringing you the real conversations the media refuses to have. Thank you for being here, thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next one.